Like they see the old age and the 85 speed, but that nigga got like 89 press, and I can put him in the slot. All I gotta do is shadow the safety over that, and if it goes into the inside, then you know I got my linebackers. So if it goes to the outside, then that's where my safety's at. So that's gonna
Pass that fool right off.
yeah. Yeah. All right, I got it. We are live. Let me pull up the link. Yeah, I'm excited for this this season 2. Although, man, I'm not excited for this schedule. The schedule good though. Like it's just, oh shit, I need to rename this. Actually, I'll just rename it later. Schedule. It's tough.
Yeah, that schedule, that's a little doozy right there.
Yeah,
especially in the
bro.
AFC.
It's like I gotta play every hard team or every playoff contender. I look forward to playing Packers. 'Cause I want to see what he about.
Yeah, he got games on him. Like man, I think about that fourth down, the joint where he got the sack on me. The one time I wasn't even looking for the blitz, it caught me. It was a good call. Who else is on here?
Let's see. Whenever only microphone audio is being broadcasted, that's fine.
Oh.
Let me see. Who do I see? Guess Mazer join whenever he joins. And Flash said he was gonna get on, but I don't see him. All right. We'll pull up this schedule.
Alright.
You want to do just like a divisional outlook, or you want to? Because you can't really judge. Yeah, you can't really judge nothing from like the preseason stats.
Right. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I know. Y'all wanted me to talk about the over under stuff, so I can do that.
Okay.
Something told me to get over there on that.
All right. I think that's it. Yeah. So what I'll do then is I'll go through the tabs, and then whatever the first team is, whatever that division they're in, we'll just do the 4 divisional opponents, and then we'll go to the next person. If it's a team that's that we've already covered that division, then we'll just skip them, and because we've already talked about them, and we'll just go to the next ones.
Cool.
All right. So what's up, NT? We are about to do the season 2 divisional outlook. Season 1 was great, and it ended in spectacular fashion with Kobe, the unexpected kid, being crowned the Super Bowl champion. Season 2 has a lot in store. A lot of people are happy with their draft picks, and we're here to discuss basically who we think is going to win each division and possible playoff scenarios and possible crowning of the season 2 Super Bowl champ. So we got Ruddle here.
Yeah, what up? What up?
And then we got Jeremy here. He's a bit distracted playing the game.
What up with it?
Maze
And
here.
Maze just joined. What's up, Maze?
Every time.
What up?
Right on time. And then Mike is somewhere in the background. He'll join a little later. So, fellas, how do you feel about y'all draft picks?
Man, I didn't have. I had a good. I got a lineman out the draft, and that's really kind of all I can say I got. But overall, I'm okay. I got a couple young players from last year that I'm looking at as like basically draftees this time around because they're gonna be thrown to the fire. So I think we should be good.
All right, who is your best player that was either selected by you or the CPU?
I got this right tackle, I believe he was. But the good thing is he don't really have to start if I don't want him or need him to. But I'm thinking I might start him at left guard. But if not, he can take a year on the bench and we just go from there. But like a 72 overall though, normal development. But starting out at 72, not too bad.
Okay, what about you, Maze?
My draft sucked, man.
It it sucked in terms of you just did not get
that-
anybody, or
Dude, that thing was trash, man. Them things, boy, I got bamboozled.
so they wasn't
Hey,
that
bro,
advertised,
listen.
huh?
Listen, man, that joint said B. That shit came out like a 72. I was like, dog, that's not a B, dog. That ain't no way.
Well, you know they changed it, right? So it's
I
I think
was
it's
like,
like
man.
based
Yo,
on.
you gotta get a B plus, A minus, man. Because that's what I picked with my first pick was good. The offensive lineman.
Mhm.
He got like 84, 80 something block. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm good with that. So I picked the next one based off his strength. So I was like, okay, he got good strength, and also, he got B and a B minus. Man, I picked that thing, dog. I was immediately upset. That's why I ain't posted. I was like, bro. Then on top of that, the guy that I was going to pick, Todd picked him later. And this dude's a freaking beast. I was like, oh my God. All because I changed it because of the strength, man. And it bit me in the ass big time.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, man. That lineman's nice, too. The Todd pick, that's exactly the dude. It was 1 and 2 was on my board, and it was those two linemen. I was like, man, I hope this next lineman can stay on there for the second round. I thought he was immediately going to go in the first. Man, it came back up. I was like, oh, damn, I found another gem, Dude got, I think it was like 88 or 90 strength, and he had B's. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go with this one. I'll build him up. Oh, hell no. I ain't building that dude up, man. He's going to get demolished.
Man, that's crazy, son. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
you already know I was sick, man, after I seen Todd pick him. And I seen his stats, boy, I ain't gonna lie, I was hating. Oh, man, I was hating. I was cussing everything. I was like, yo, I gotta go. I'm out.
yo, what up, Bean?
Beantown.
Chilling, bro. So I mean, I was pretty happy with my draft picks, man. I picked from I think it was like 24, 25, and then I'm getting like this like the second best overall cornerback in the draft. And that son of beast. Son is a beast. He is own, cover guy, but he is fast, you know what I'm saying? And just playing with him in preseason, the dude was out there just tackling everything. He got 8 tackles against Mike just this last game.
Yeah, dude, 5'10", right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna pick him, but I need a lineman, man. I literally had only 3 starting linemen.
Yeah, and I'm happy. I am happy he fell to where where I got. I didn't really watch my second round pick. I think I picked up a wide receiver. He was okay. The wide receiver was trash in this draft, so
yeah, for sure.
You had to reach on that. But that third round pick, I got the quarterback, man. Son, this son a beast. He's a normal guy, but he got the same attributes as Nick Foles. So I was playing with him in preseason. He got 79 short and medium accuracy and 75 deep, but he got 69 awareness. You know what I'm saying? It's 87 throw power, but he was making the same throws as Foles. So I'm just gonna start him, and we just gonna rock with that. And then I end up poaching somebody off of I think it was Mike's practice squad. He put him on he was a wide receiver. He put him on practice squad because he was slow. He was 85 speed, but fuck, I don't. 85 speed can run ins and outs and drags. Cause Sud had he got 80 release and 92 jump. So
that's not bad.
Yeah,
so
I was
yeah. So
Right.
I actually played with played him against Mike, and he actually did really really well. D.D. Westbrook, he pissing me off with all these drops. He got so much potential, but he ain't really coming through for me. And then I gotta decide if I want to resign him or trade him. So it's gonna be interesting. But let's get to this divisional outlook. So the first division that I got is the Chiefs division, the NFC North. So I actually got Chiefs schedule up. Cease actually posted. I guess we could we can start with that. He posted the divisional outlook based on what was voted by the league, and in the NFC East. No, I'm sorry, not the NFC East. NFC North. Let's see. He has Mikey lead winning. He was 66.7% vote. So Out of 15 responses, 10 people voted for him. And then there is a split between Twan and C's, and then a little sliver is Nick. So going through his schedule, he starts out against me on the road. Then he has Nick, he has Jeremy, Nick again, Twan, Maze, Mikey, you in week 8. He has the bye week 9, and then his end of season seems to be kind of light. He got Twan, he got Flash, which is going to be pretty tough, but he got Nako, Will, Edgar, the Falcons. I'm just going to say the Falcons because I don't know if it's going to be Phil or another user. Then he ends it with 2 tough games with Mikey and Evan. So one thing I noticed about C's, especially how he ended last year, he finished pretty strong. He didn't start out that good, but it looked like he finally found, like, you know what I'm saying, his offensive play style that works for him. He one thing that was killing him, he was taking too many chances, and he wanted to be too creative with certain play styles, trying to imitate, like, you know, what you see in college football, especially with Oregon stuff. And the RPOs, you know, they kill him when, you know, trying to determine if he wanted to hand it off, throw it, and stuff like that. You know, his defense has always been solid, but it's his offense that gives him that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde role, you know.
Yep.
But, you know, based on this, you know, he definitely has the opportunity for, you know, if he can continue where he left off, I definitely see him with possibly, you know, 9 or 10 wins, you know, and then 9 or 10 wins and at least 10. You know, I guess NFC last year you had to have a minimum of 10 wins and 6 losses to get in. I mean, it's a very, very strong possibility. What do you guys think?
Y'all can go ahead because I got a little bit more to say about him, so I'll go last.
Okay. Yo, being in Mage, y'all got any input?
Yeah, it's definitely like he's definitely in an internal battle with himself with the offense. Definitely for sure. His defense is it's been pretty solid. Definitely been pretty solid. It's just like you were saying, those RPOs be getting to him sometimes, and also his the under pressure decision making gets him.
I agree. He doesn't know if he wants to run out the pocket, just scramble in general, or pass it. And sometimes when he makes those decisions late, it ends up being an interception, or it could be a fumble or sack.
Yeah, that's why I really noticed. It was mainly picks this year. Like, he'll have the dude wide open, but he'll skip him, look next level, roll out, then try to go back to him, and it's too late.
It's too late, yeah.
I definitely agree. I get the game that I'm looking most forward to watching him play is against Mike, because the Packers. I think that's going to be his biggest challenge. There's no way he can advance to the playoffs or make it to the playoffs or advance to the playoffs without at least overcoming Mike. So we'll see, how he does. He has an early, mid-season game and then an end of the year game. So we'll see what happens with that. You want to finish it on your note, Redo?
Yeah. So I know, early in the afternoon, it was a few teams that I was looking at throughout the chat, and I was like, all right, these teams need more, a deeper explanation as to why their over and under was where it was, and C's was one of them, because I'm looking at it, and it's like, all right, and here's what I kind of factored in. So I realized he had played better down the stretch, but also I figure if Twan is more engaged, and Nick is more engaged, and C's is more engaged, and you got Mike who already played in the Super Bowl, you got 4. You don't have a bad player in that division. So I think it's going to be a lot of them beating each other up. And then I look at your personnel, and I see that Mitch is a quarterback and having been through that and having really been the first person that really said something about it last year before people really caught on. He's capable of getting to the playoffs, no question about it. And I think he can compete if a couple games go right for him. He'll be right in that mix, but I gotta see it all come together, because I personally had him at 8-8, and depending on how these X factors play out, because we've seen it last season, I I had undersold a couple guys, and because in part due to their personnel, they showed out, and we know how the game is with the X factors and the impact players. So I'm looking at late in the season, like games like at Eagles, Week 13. Twan's going to be again more energized, and they got that thing going on. And even Week 17 against Evan, like I want to see him win these types of 50-50 type of games before I can truly be like, all right, he going like 9 or 10. So that's why I had it's kind of like a buy low type of option.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if he can just, like y'all said, if he can manage the turnovers, then yeah, he'll be 9-10 wins. And if he can't, he'll be 6-7, maybe 8. So it's all on him at this point.
Yeah, we're gonna see if Trubisky is gonna let him, get to the playoffs or not. So speaking of Mr. Bubblegum, the Lions is the next up. That kid, he very energetic and hype. Even though he had, I thought, a very capable quarterback in Matthew Stafford, he drafted a rookie, and the rookie's gonna lead. The gaming Messiah Lions. So with this said, he starts out at home against Nick with the Vikings, and then he has Dez, Riddle, he has Speedy, C's, Edgar, he has Nick again, Jeremy, and then he has a bye Week 9. So another mid-season bye week.
We ran last year.
You heard that?
Year. That's why they put him back on the schedule.
Second half of the season, he got C's, Nako. He actually plays me. He got Flash, Mike. Oh, in the season, this last 4 games are interesting. He got Mikey, got Mays, he got the Falcons user, and then he has Mikey again.
Whew.
Now, looking at the schedule, the only juggernauts, or people that could give him real issues. I think C's might have went 2-0 against him. I'm not sure. I'll have to look against that. But assuming he did, I see C's, Jeremy, me, Flash,
you don't have a problem.
Mikey, and Mays. That's like 5 or 6 games. But outside of that schedule is light. So if he doesn't make the playoffs this year, what does that say about him?
It's time now. I mean, because he got everything that he been talking about that he wanted. Like, he got his young quarterback who, he gonna have his ups and downs, especially early on. And I know come Week 3 when that young boy plays his first game on the road, I plan on making it very difficult. But beyond that, he got number 21 on that defense, and that's the dude he been waiting for. He been waiting a couple Maddens for a corner like that. So he said he's gonna have fun. So I'm assuming he's not gonna. If he keep his emotions intact during the game, he'll be just fine. Like I personally think he's gonna go 9-7, and that's given the quarterback struggles I expect early, and the kind of tough last quarter of the season I see late, but. If it got to be now though, he got to at least start to build towards, that relevant point that he was at a couple years ago.
Well, keep in mind he changed to the same playbook he has in Fish Market, and I haven't been watching his games in Fish Market this season, so I don't know if they've been forced wins, sim, CPU games, or user games, but he actually is doing really well. He doesn't have the same offensive personnel as the 49ers, but it's all about the playbook though. Knowing the routes, the timing, what you want to go to in certain situations, setting things up for shots down the game. So we're gonna see what happens. What you think, Maze? How you think he's gonna do this season?
Oh man, he definitely gonna struggle out the gate with that QB. First of all, because the way he likes to air the ball out, it's not happening. I'll tell you right now. Also on defense, man, he got rid of one of his key monsters, man. He got rid of
he definitely did get snacks. He got rid of snacks, man.
Yeah. And he's a instant run block shed, man. So you already know I'm licking my chops. So I'm
Yeah,
ready.
because I was gonna say I played. He went to the Broncos and I played against him, and I'm like, this dude was instant, so I couldn't even run the
Yeah.
ball.
So once I seen that, I was like, oh yeah, it's about to be cake work, man. I might have 300-yard rushers.
Well, he's been complaining about his receivers, being too slow and not giving him the timing to get those post routes.
Yeah, that's a staple offense in that 49ers playbook is the post routes.
Yeah.
And from playing them in FM, I took away those post routes, man, and the offense was pretty limited. I made them run. And, basically when you get down, you can't keep running if you ain't scoring quick. So
True.
Especially if he's going to struggle with that rookie QB, I think he should groom him in and keep Stafford. Honestly, I would stay with Stafford.
I would too. His stats are actually pretty decent. You could definitely throw for 3, 4, 5,000 with him, easy. It's just based on practice. What I'm saying? Not saying he don't practice, but like you gotta just deal with it. Foles surprised me. His stats weren't that great, but he was number 1 in touchdowns and 3 in yards passing. So if I could do it with Foles, a better quarterback, he's gonna produce even better. So, with that said, the next person on the list is the young sensation. The one I think is way better than Kenny, even though Kenny brought him in. Mikey, Ted Hardwood, 69 with the Packers.
That name is so funny, man. I can't have it just a tip. Definitely 1 and 2.
Nah, for sure. But shout out to you, man. Congratulations on proving a lot of people wrong. Nobody expected you to get as far as you got. Super Bowl in your first season shows a lot about your ability. So continue dominating, and hopefully we'll see you in many more Super Bowls. So with that said, his schedule, he has starts out with Flash. He has Nako, then he has me week 3, bye week 4. That's a good bye for him. Falcons user week 5. He got Jesus, C's, Nick. He got his boy Kenny. Kenny on the schedule. That's funny. He got Nick again, Edgar. He got Jeremy. He got Chumaze. Then he got Twan. He has Redo, C's, and Twan again. So this I would say this schedule is definitely a lot more
Step up.
Yeah, it's definitely a step up, and it'll definitely show his ability. Where he finished. This is why I meant when I said that I could see a person like Twan or Cease winning the division just off the pure fact that Mikey schedule, it is pretty tough. But he's battle tested. He still has Aaron Rodgers. The boy, he versatile, man. He could throw the ball. He could run the ball. He plays pretty good defense. I didn't really see much bubble gum in his game. So
he played clean.
He plays pretty clean. And with that said, we gonna see. I don't really know. I didn't get a chance to play him, so I don't know how he fares against like someone like me or someone like Flash or anything like that. But I would say this: if he's able to come out clean, it'll show that NFC North might have some issues with trying to get that divisional title outside of Green Bay.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. So I was gonna ask you. I was gonna follow up. So, what do you think his he may finish with, or will he be able to repeat his success?
So I had him tied as far as over under, and the thing with these are like I had him at 12.5, but that's not me necessarily thinking like he'll go. So. Like, for example, if I had Mikey at like 12.5, I'm not saying he'll go like 12-4, 13-3. It could be 11, it could be 14 if everything go right. But I think now the thing for him, and I know last year, I made my prediction not knowing, so he kind of held that over my head. I never seen him play, but he's a good player. And now that I know, I think first place schedule, heightened expectations. Like people know it's like that rookie that come out, cooking that first year, like RG3 years ago, and then that second year you start to see the game plans come in for him, and now people know what to expect. So the biggest thing for him, I think, is just going to be to manage those expectations and just make sure that he can keep doing what he did at a high level. But I think I think he's going to win a division. I do. And I think it'll be a little tougher. But ultimately, he has the personnel for it. He made a couple good trades, and his running game is very, very stout. So I think he'll be just fine overall. He'll be in the mix to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl once again, I think.
Okay. What about you, Maze? What you got?
Yeah, man, he definitely came in and stunned the league. Consistent play. Only time I really didn't see him consistent was, of course, the Super Bowl. He got out of his element. I don't know if it was the pressure or what, because he definitely could have won that game if he didn't get a little bit too pass happy when he didn't need to.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, he's a solid defender also. I see he was giving a lot of people problems on defense. Shoot, man, yeah, I definitely think he's up there in the top tier. Just got to see if he can follow it up. If he follows it up, then yeah, man, he definitely gonna cause havoc over in the NFC.
Okay, yeah, like y'all said, man. When you get to the Super Bowl, man, it's a different type of pressure. Especially with that conference game and that Super Bowl, you got all eyes watching. And sometimes some people, they're not built for that. They're not built to come through. But with that said, who knows if he's gonna have a sophomore slump or if he's going to be able to continue. Yo, what's up, Flash?
Yo, what's good, man?
Not much, bro. Hey, you're his week 1 opponent, bro. What are we gonna expect?
Yeah. I said y'all running tonight, right?
Yeah, we are. I'll be honest. I've never seen him play like a whole game. So I'm just gonna go just see what's up. I know he's good though, so let's find out.
He's definitely one of the more balanced opponents out there in our league. So, and then lastly, but not forgotten, we got Mr. Irresponsible, Nick Rodriguez.
Yo, I never seen such a young guy be so busy.
Mr. Irresponsible. Oh, man.
If I slaughtered your last name, I apologize. Rodrigo. Okay, it's Rodrigo. My bad. So he has he got Twan, C's, Falcons, C's, he got JT, he got me, Twan, Mikey, Mikey, Maze. He has the surprisingly better person in Bilbo. He has you got you, Retto, Nako, Edgar, Flash, and then Jeremy. So just judging from how he's doing in Fish Market, and he a wow factor, bro. Like so this team definitely is a team that's built for him. In terms of him being pass happy, he definitely was putting up some yards. When he was actually playing those games. Season 2 in Fish Market, he's been more consistent with getting his games played, and as a result, his record reflects that. He's doing a lot better. If he is able to show that same consistency, he could be the wild card that nobody is expecting to win the division.
Exactly.
Dark horse.
Because yeah, he his I see Jeremy, I see Flash, Retto, Mikey twice, Maze, me, C's twice, depending on how he does, man. He could, because I know he gives C's fit sometimes, and he's beaten me once, or I think, or twice. He could definitely he could definitely be a division title holder. Y'all think he makes the playoffs this year?
That boy capable. He's very, very capable. Like, if he's one of them. He's like C's, but I think his ceiling's higher. Like, if he's engaged and he's in the game, he can be a top. He got top 10 potential. I think it's just a matter of like how focused is he. If he's not, then you look at a guy that you don't really have to worry about too much. But if everything's clicking and he generating the turnovers, you know, he like to go for the strip and stuff. If them gambles pay off, he can be right there with anybody in the conference. So I think it's really just all on him. I personally, I think what I give him, like, I think 9.5, 8.5, something like that. But I think he can exceed that if he just stayed locked in.
Uh,
What about you, Maze or Flash? What y'all opinion?
Yeah, definitely totally agree with what Redo was saying. I did notice when the dude does play, man, he be all into it. He's all for it. Other than that, sometimes he'll just play and just be like, yeah, it's whatever. You know, I'll throw 8 interceptions. I don't care. So what?
So
But,
Nick is all about.
I see when he was playing when he was playing the Cowboys. Woo, man, he put in that work on himself.
Oh, when he played Kenny, yeah. Because I studied that game for the playoffs. Now look, I'm like, he doing some things.
Yeah, so, you know, if you get that consistently from Nick, then, Nick will definitely be a problem like he was last year for the first couple seasons. Then after that, you know, he got disengaged and, you know, he disappeared.
Flash, you saying something?
I'm saying like Nick, like is it depends on who you get. Like in Fishmark a couple of years ago, like I was the Falcons, he was the Panthers. It was always like good games, and like he was in it. He won to the NFC Championship versus Mays ones. But you know, it all depends. Like how long is he gonna be invested in the game?
Right. Yeah.
And Nick is about his passing game, and trying to get that strip.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We're gonna either see the strip god or we're gonna see Casper the Friendly Ghost. We don't know. We gonna find out. Say Ben.
Wow.
Ben. Oh, he must have disappeared. Yo, all right. What's your opinion, bro? Who you got winning the NFC North? Mm. Yeah, he definitely has at least the second best offense in that division for sure. And you know, no matter how good your defense is, you can't win unless you score. And the boy capable of scoring. So we gonna see. I definitely got Twan 4, and I think Nick and C's is like 2A, 2B. So
I'm trying to see how long it's gonna take Caesar to realize that Mitch really does suck. OD.
Yeah.
Well, he put out a flyer for a new quarterback. I think he actually. I think he put out a Craigslist ad too.
But man, you gotta look at it, man. He got his numbers up, so man, you should give him a chance.
Yeah, that's all that.
His numbers up.
Yeah, that's all that matters, because you know, in year one with Tyree Jackson, that shit was terrible. But now we coming at the end of the season, the fish market, and you know, I'm in the high 80s, and short and deep and medium is like kind of the low 80s, but passes are definitely a lot better. I'm more confident in throwing the ball and not worrying about like what mixtape dealing with Josh Allen throwing that bitch all the way to a different state.
Yeah, because I was telling him, I was like, it also depends on, how much XP you get with them, on how you play. So, they're going to go up only if you play good. If you play terrible, man, you ain't going to get no points.
Yeah, I agree. So, all right, with that said, and ironically, the next person who's up is Dave with the Bengals. So we're going to touch on the AFC North. Based on the poll, people have Reggie winning in an overwhelming majority at 73.3%. The other people sharing like the slivers of a pizza is Brandon. Brandon is actually has more votes than both B and David. So yeah, I'm gonna assume that Reggie voted for Brandon and Brandon voted for Brandon.
I can see that.
And then there's that, B, he hasn't really been as engaged because he dealing with the fuckery. And then there's David. So David's schedule, he leads week 1 with B and the Steelers, so that should be a good one to see where both of them are. Young Tyree Jackson actually is the new starting quarterback, as Andy Dalton got cut to the dust, ironically, just like he did today. Bench for some unknown rookie or a veteran player, and then he has a maybe game of the week matchup with Reggie and the Browns with Bazooka Mayfield.
Bazooka Baker Bazooka.
Baker Bazooka.
Looks crazy.
Bazooka Joe.
Nah, that motherfucker could be Bazooka Joe. He looked like a Joe Schmo motherfucker. So.
Baked Beretta.
Yeah, Baked Beretta. And then he has Mays, and then he has Reggie again. So the first 4 games, depending on how engaged B is, it's quite possible, he struggles with the quarterback and he goes 0-4. He's definitely going to be tested, and I think it's definitely going to show, if he is playoff bound or not. And then he has week 5. He has Will and those Philadelphia Eagles. Run spam Will. Jix with the Jets. He got Flash at week 7 and another mid week bye. Then his end of the schedule looks kind of okay. He has Speedy at week 9. He got me week 10. You got Brandon, so we can already count that as a W. He has Kenny week 12, B again week 13. He has Manny week 14, which ironically this should actually be a good game because Manny missed the playoffs last year by the tip of his finger.
Awesome.
So I'm pretty sure. I said finger, motherfucker. I ain't.
Yeah, he was close. He was struggling. I was helping you.
Hey. And then he has his last 3 games should be pretty easy. He has JT, he has Brandon, and then he has Edgar. So depending on how you start, he could be 12-4. He could easily be 11-5, 10-6, or 9-7. I don't know. He definitely has a lot more contenders, especially these like dark horses that could these trap games. I consider Speedy a trap game because Speedy could definitely beat you. I consider I don't know. Will's actually doing better, so the Eagles are. He could. I think he's obviously a better player than Will, but Will has a way better team, and we've seen it. A good team could definitely bring in, average to below average person, the next level up. So his first really truly easy game is gonna be week 6 with Jix, and then he has Flash and then a bye week. So I don't know. I'm a little unsure about this. He's definitely. I don't. You're trash this year.
I'm trash this season.
Man, he definitely ain't winning the. I don't see him winning the division. Obviously Reggie still has the core of his team, and he's just gotten better with better. The players have improved. Do you think he can get in as a wild card again?
I think so. David, love him outside the league, can't stand him within the white lines. But I do think one thing I know about him, and one thing I've learned, especially having played him personally a couple years ago for a whole cycle, he tends to make whatever he has around him work. Somehow, some way, he makes it work, and I don't think it'll be any different this year. I actually had him in the he's one of the two championship game teams I had right in terms of the Final Four, him and myself. But I think he'll do it again. He's up for it. His defense always get him there. He knows how to turn the opponent over. So it's just a matter of getting enough points. And Tyree, I think he'll use his legs. I think he might have to use his legs a little more, but I think he'll be okay.
So to interject with that, it's actually kind of funny. His speed and his acceleration is good, but he doesn't move as quickly or as fast as you would think.
Right.
This is based
breaker.
Yeah, this is based on experience. So you would think that he could get out the pocket and escape some stuff, but he really can't. So I mean, yeah, he can. If the O line opens up and he sees a chance to run, he can definitely run. But it's he definitely is going to test that, because I think he told me today that he got his arm strength up to 97. So we're gonna see with the 97 throw power and the 99. Was Ross 99 speed or 98 speed? What the cheetah, the other cheetah, I guess. That boy 98. So who knows? He might get to 99.
Wait, who has 99 what?
Speed.
Who?
No, John Ross is 98, but I was saying, through
You got it.
he could get it to
go up. It's 97.
It was 97.
I thought you were talking about a quarterback. I was like, what?
No, what's his name? Tyreek's 99.
Oh God, this nigga Evan.
Oh, we got.
They gave me the ball on a 39-yard line.
We got white girl enthusiast Evan has joined the podcast. What's up, Evan?
Double entendre.
Can't hear you.
Oh, Flash, don't die like that, please.
Well, we're gonna move forward because we
I know we talking about Madden, but that nigga Evan suck at Call of Duty.
He suck at Call of Duty.
Yeah, Dave's gonna struggle with Tyree. I'm looking at his numbers now. His awareness is 55.
Yeah, he's gonna struggle. I think I did pretty okay with him.
76. Yeah,
I did pretty okay with him, but it was still a struggle, and it limited me to what I could do. Like, I was afraid to throw it deep. Like, if it was past 20 yards, it's like, shit. Do I throw that shit, or do I just take what's available? Do I rely on my run more and then work with it like that? So it's definitely going, and then with him being 1 year removed from his rookie season, the rookie threshold for the overall boost, overall jump to the next level is at its lowest. And then he missed out on an opportunity to maybe be offensive rookie of the year in the AFC to get some more XP as well as development, boost to stars. So it's definitely gonna be a little harder for him. Because the XP gain between levels is going to be a little higher, and the only awards he can get is either a Pro Bowl, quarterback of the year, or MVP, or offensive player.
They stingy this year too.
And you gotta,
And on top of that, his line's not that good, man.
Yeah, that line is a little rough. By a little, I mean a lot.
So it's going to be a struggle. Wait, can't hear me? Oh, Chris can't hear. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me see. He might be muted. Was he? Yeah, he was muted. That's my bad.
Okay, what is he like? How does he game plan around it? Like, I really want to see what his true acumen offensively is hitting on. Like,
his defense is solid.
His defense is always going to be there.
Cincinnati always had, that Madden defense.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think with him, he can definitely win games with his defense. It could be low scoring games, but when he plays players that can score at will, that's where it's going to be a problem. Yeah.
So it's a new challenge for him. It should be fun to see.
My bad, Evan. I had you muted. What's up, white girl enthusiast? Husky owner, because you probably only got that husky just to talk to Becky
because he got a white
Jilly.
girl.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Sound like you playing Call of Duty, man. Can't
Man,
hear you.
You like them white white animals with blue eyes, huh? Oh, I thought I said mammal. My bad.
Hey.
Yo, did I do my division already? Did I miss it?
Nah, we haven't did it.
Nice. Is he talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hear him at all. Do I have him muted?
Yeah, you might have
lying,
muted.
D.
Is Evan annoying? Let me see.
Oh.
Nobody's taking those.
Yeah, I'm about to say nobody's taking those, bro. Like honestly, like after Will posted that website, right? With who voted for Trump, I decided to look on the map. Obviously it's unrelated, but it's kind of related because it deals with white people. And I saw small pockets in New Orleans where you had all like these Trump supporters, and in certain areas they don't publicly show that they support him, which is kind of interesting. So I think Manny when he was down here, he said he saw his first MAGA hat because they got some people that they will support it or whatever. So my brother-in-law, his girlfriend, she got him these Barack Obama postcards, right? It's like 100 postcards in a book, and it has like different Barack Obama saying like, "You're my Barack. I'm so happy to get to know you," and stuff like that. So I was like, man, what if we take these postcards, right, and just go to every house that has that little red blimp and just put a postcard in their mailbox or on their car? How you think they're gonna react to that?
Oh man,
That shit would be hilarious. So, all right, back from commercial break. We got Browns, Reggie, up for discussion. So, before we get into the schedule, do you think him not making what did he lose in the divisional round or the conference?
Divisional.
So
divisional.
yeah,
he lost to David,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think he definitely underperformed with the widely thought expectations he had?
He got the man that game got exposed. It opened up a whole bunch of running lanes, and Dave was just running all over the place.
So
Hey, chill out, dude.
I would.
That's the main thing about man. Like it could work, but at the same time, man, it's hit or miss in the run game.
I agree, and I would say like one thing that I noticed. There'll be times where like certain patches come out and it just completely changes the game. It changes what you expect to, and they come out for what I feel is like always the wrong time. It's always when there's critical games or it's the playoffs and stuff like that.
Right.
So things that you used to doing, you can't do it no more because it's broken.
Yeah.
So with that said, my man starts out week 1 with current Super Bowl champion Jacoby of the New England Patriots.
Yeah, who would have thought Reggie would be in the opening game of the season and he would not be the host team?
Who would have thought? Do Kobe still have Tom Brady?
Yep.
Cause I know Elderman retired, right? Or
Yeah.
I think so.
And somebody and another receiver retired, right?
Oh man, I can't remember which.
I think it was another one that retired, but two players that he liked to spam with, they not on his team anymore. But he did acquire Jarvis Landry. So we'll see how he does. I saw him.
Gordon, right? Did Gordon leave?
He might have not. Gordon was a free agent, so he probably didn't resign him. But he starts off with them. Then he has David, he has Edgar, and he has David. So we'll see how good split shotgun is in these first 4 games. Well, first 3, first 4. No, I'm sorry, Edgar. You still got to prove yourself. But we'll see how he does week 1, week 2, and week 4. And he actually has me week 5, B week 6, Will week 7, and Kenny week 8. So the week 8, game is could be I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I'm projecting Kobe. Reggie actually has Kenny. I mean, he has Kobe, Dave, Edgar, Dave, me, B, Will, and Cowboys. So these first 8 games for him are definitely going to definitely gonna be tough. So we're gonna see if he's gonna come back with a fire in his eyes and just lighten people up with these ridiculous statistical numbers, or if he's gonna struggle, with this new post-patch stuff. It looked like he starts off with the Giants in week 10. He has Ty week 11, Brandon week 12. I know they was discussing it, so it might be a sim, it might be a forced win, forced loss. I don't know. We'll see. Man, you remember who that was, bro? Like that was all. It was Mark with somebody with C's, right? And they were just like, "This is a sim. Don't even ask. It was just a sim."
That's happened, but that's Mark.
Man. Well, we will see. 12 weeks into the season, what's going to happen? He has Speedy. After that, he has U Flash, Brandon, B, and then he ends with Maze. So obviously, the first half of the season is definitely going to be a lot tougher than the second half of the season. But I still feel he's going to win the division. We'll see how far he goes into the playoffs. Because I know he's not going to. I know he's not happy with how things ended last year. I don't know if I've seen any major roster changes, but his team is young and the boys can play. So what y'all think? What y'all expect?
He'd be alright.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it'll be 15-1. I actually predicted he'd be 15-1 last season. I don't know if it'll be that, but I don't think it'll be too far off. And it can't. I mean, it can't be because you're talking about you got to probably have 12 minimum to get in the dance. And I had his over-under, the highest in the league for the second year in a row. I had it at 13.5, so I think it'll be. I mean, if there is some sort of drop off, maybe a game. Like I think it'll be right in that 14 win range, and he'll get a shot to potentially do what he thought he should have last season on his home field again.
All right, that's real. What about you? What about you guys? Maze, Bean, Flash.
I think. Go ahead, Flash.
I think he like Redo said, he wins his division. His team is super young. I don't know if they lost anybody, so it shouldn't be an issue. The beginning sounds like it's gonna be a challenge. So I don't know about 15 games, but he's definitely gonna be at the top. Should be good.
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, I don't see him winning 15 games. But speaking of you saying you predicted the 15-1, who did you have him losing to last year? Who was that one loss?
Himself, probably Redo himself. Gotta be.
Hold on. What y'all asked?
Last season, I say I know you predict. You say you predicted on 15-1. Who was that one loss that you had predicted last year?
Oh no, I didn't play him last year. I had him split with David.
Oh, okay. Well, ironically, that he did lose to David once.
Yeah, see, like they can't just say I was straight incorrect on everybody. I got a couple of them right.
Man, you was wrong as hell on me, bro.
What I have you as? I forgot.
I don't know. I think you had me as I don't know. I gotta look actually. I think you had me as like a 10.5 in the wild card.
Oh yeah, I do know I didn't have you win a division, so you definitely you got me on that one. So props on that. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right, we got Brandon with the Ravens. Mr. Spam the chat with smiley faces. Let's see. I don't really have. Yeah, I was gonna say
he'll be back in the top 10 drafting.
Oh, what's up, right?
Whoever he was.
Man, just FYI, that's the last time.
What?
First time I lost the division since Madden 17 season 1.
That was with me?
Madden 17 season. I was with me, Reg, Manny, and JR.
Oh, that's when y'all was in the South, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm looking at his schedule. I see if he is able to get some wins, he is 5 potential wins. But outside of that, he
won't beat me, so count that as a W2.
He played you early though, bro.
Who you talking about?
Mike.
Who's? Oh,
Mike's schedule?
Now you say he's scheduled.
This is Brandon's schedule.
We looking at Brandon's schedule, but Brandon plays Mike.
Brandon, I really.
That's
How much Madden he been playing, man? I really don't see no improvement, man.
that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, I know him more of like in here than FM, so I haven't probably seen as much gameplay from him as y'all have. But at the same time, just off the merit of his division alone, and I just don't know. Like, I don't see more than. I don't see a handful, to be honest with you. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Crazy,
But
right?
You 100% right. He has the Saints, and he hasn't been doing well with them. And they have a lot of superstars and X factors on their team. And the division is not that. Yeah, and their division is not terrible. That division is not this stacked. And he's not performing up to par. Now he said he's been dealing with internet issues, but. Last year when he came into NT, he actually played well with the Bills.
Right, I remember that.
I don't know why he's dropped off so far. I mean, I know the game has changed, but like I don't even consider him as a as a threat. He was outside of the bottom 5, but he firmly planted that OU flag inside the bottom 5.
The B5 on it, right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because he got Lamar, man, and he's not even using him right.
Yeah, he should be.
Then on top of that, he got the Ravens playbook, man. I'll be playing around with the Ravens playbook, and I'm just like, yeah, I might go to this next year. Like, he's not using it. He got it, man. He just, he's doing too much, man. Yeah, he definitely not running right with Lamar at all.
At all.
All right.
I remember last season, he always has his running back on fucking that curl route. That shit probably clogs up the middle for him.
The check down. he got the OG check down. The OG check down right there. It's that West Coast.
All right, and last but certainly not least, new pops B.
Daddy B.
Daddy.
Pause.
So
pauses, man. My niggas out here wilding, man.
Man, look. He starts off with Dave, as we was talking about. Yes, Edgar, Flash, Will, Maze, Reggie, and then he has Kenny, and he has a week 8 bye, and he ends with Brandon, Mark, me, JT, David, Bean, Speedy, Reggie again, and then Brandon. So he has a good, he definitely has a lot of good user games that definitely going to challenge him. I don't see week 10 Raider Mark tanking like he was last year, missing obvious field goals and shit. So. I don't know. He said he hates. Ironically, he's not a fan of Ben Roethlisberger, and he hasn't been having a lot of success this Madden. I don't know. What do y'all see him? Y'all see him in the top 10 lottery pick, fringe on a bubble, or wild card?
Believe it or not, man, he might be in the top 10.
I think so too. I really do. Because
I don't think the homie B using Ben right. He just throwing just random, like, well, why you throw that pass, man?
It's like, I mean, all right, when he was at his best, interceptions were still like something that he could have improved on. Now that there's been like a drop off for multiple reasons, but now that he's not playing at that high level that he used to. Them interceptions are so much more glaring, and that was with Ben most of the time. So when you go to a lesser quarterback, what do you think gonna happen? Like, I don't see a way out potentially for him unless he gets a better quarterback and then manages his decisions better to start with. But step 1 of that process is not even done. So I don't know.
Yeah, he got Juju too. He got Juju up to he got that Rackham trait. So man, he got to use him.
Yeah, he got to just scheme and game plan better and just not do what he's been used to for so long. Switch up.
He got a decent passing playbook too, man. He got the Pats, which is kind of stunning. Especially with Ben and that decent old line. The pass game should be good, especially with Ben's traits. Ben got some good traits. Like when me and Rudder was playing. Shoot, I think I threw like 2 incompletions, man, because Ben was he was just on fire, man.
Must be nice.
Yeah, playing with a good QB, man, you don't know how to act.
Nah, it's great. It is definitely great. But and I'm gonna give a shout out to C's and B. They both had babies, but they've still been available to play these games. One having twins and one having. So I really appreciate y'all sticking with the league, and I hope that's an inspiration for some of our players who haven't been as active.
Yeah, 100% props on that for both of them.
So we'll do the NFC, and the closest NFC team is yours, Jeremy, is the Bucks. So we're going with the NFC South. We got 2 of the NFC South representatives in the building. Based on the based on the poll, we have an overwhelming majority voting for Ruddle at 86.7%, and then you, Jeremy, you got the last slice of the pie with NACO at 6.7%. So how do y'all feel about that? Like,
Hey,
how
who
you
else
feel?
is in your division? It's you 3. You
Nate
need
Red.
It's me and
Yeah, Nako. And who's the other guy?
Phil's here in
We-
by name.
I
we
forgot
have
all
a-
about that dude.
We got an inactive user in the NFC South, bro.
Yeah,
So
it's trash.
yeah, it is trash. So I mean, but we, things
I'll be
may,
back.
things something, just be on the lookout. We definitely gonna have more activity in Atlanta. It may not be earlier in the year, but don't worry about them, not being active this year or this season.
Yeah.
So since we have your schedule's up first. You are actually playing Evan week 1. Y'all playing tonight?
Again.
Yeah, I'll play tonight if he down. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem.
Cause he said, Jeremy ain't got he ain't got to go to work, he ain't got no job. He
I ain't got no job. I work overnight. Yeah, you get on the sticks, man. It is what it is.
well, he quiet. He might be.
Yeah, he quiet because he running already. See? Get ready to run. Oh, see, there you go, talking reckless. Killer, yeah.
So week 2, you got Will. Week 3, you got C's. You got Bod week 4. Then you got Nako week 5. You got Ruddle week 6. Nako again week 7. Twan week 8. You got Falcons week 9, Manny week 10, Falcons week 11, Mikey week 12, you got Mark week 13, Ruddle, you got Mike L, the new Broncos user, you got Ty, and then you end with Nick. How you feel? How you think you gonna do this year?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Well, we got this new quarterback because we got Snipe for Jameis, so we got what I'm saying. We just gonna work with what we got. I'm gonna do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying. Like I said, I got what Redo twice. I mean, we gonna do what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying. We'll be all right. I ain't gonna say we gonna prosper. I low key don't want to make the playoffs, but I'll probably end up making the playoffs because I don't like to lose. That's the problem. And so.
I can't tell shit.
Shit. I hear you talking. I hear you talking. That nigga be praying to the Madden gods or some kind of Madden glitch go on while we play that nigga, man. Shit crazy. Yeah. Well, we don't have a feeble mentality when you talk because it's easy dub. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just like Twan when he ran with the Lions. My season's over already, so I'm not even gonna play. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't. We got hold the field, but we're gonna make it though. We know we gonna make it though. First of all, see that's how you know you like white people because the first thing come out of your mouth is a white person name called Tom Brady. Oh man. He's not. He's not. That's a whole nother discussion for something else. But no, he's not. He's not. Nah, man. Great. You're great. You're great. Oh man. Oh man. Listen at this, man. I didn't want to go last year. But shit. We gotta build. We building our squad. You know what I'm saying? Evan, what are you gonna do? Evan, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna skip the Falcons since we don't know
You can hear me?
direction with that.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna skip the Falcons. We're gonna go you, Redo.
All right.
You got an easy week 1 with Nako. You got Manny, Twan, Kenny, Jesus. You got Jeremy, Falcons. You got C's, and you got Ty in week 9. You got your bye week 10, and then you got Mike, L. You got Falcons. You got Nick. You got Jeremy. You got Mikey, which should be a really good game. You got Nako, and then you end with Mark. I don't see any reason why you ain't winning the division this year.
Yeah, me either. Like when honestly, and this honest to God truth, and I swear to you, it's not.
I hate when he talks shit.
No. It's not even on that level. It's pure humility. But when I did the over unders for every team, I looked at division first. Right, I looked at automatic. In my opinion, what I thought were automatic division wins for each player first, and it's like I'm starting off at 6. I'm starting off at 6 wins. So like that's the. If I did nothing else, I'll win 6 games. I feel like. But obviously, with that being said, though, it's a fun slate. It's a fun season. A lot of fun opponents, and I expect all of them to bring their best, and I'll do the same. But yeah, I'm just at this point. It's what it has been for a real long time. I'm just looking to complete the one objective that I haven't, and until or unless that happens, then I'll be right here chugging along, keeping at it. But I'm not lacking for confidence. I'm not lacking for skill in any shape, form, or fashion. And I plan on proving that again this season.
All right, so to be clear, those 6 wins, you talking about the NFC South. How you feel about that, Jeremy? You talking about you. He said you're not even a threat, bro. You 0-2.
We're not going to discuss this, man.
No. Talk about it, Q. Talk about it, Q.
No,
It's your time.
See, because you want me to get all hyped up in here and play into your 5-head ego. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
Listen,
So it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Why is Evan even talking? He don't make the playoffs. Why are you even talking? Like, how you don't even make the playoffs with a good team? It's all the way here.
Hold on. For everybody that's listening right now, the main question, besides the obvious question, should be this: when I beat Jeremy wrong twice again, and it goes on, will he continue to blame Madden? And if so, will he find a new reason why Madden beat him?
Damn, Jeremy.
Because it ain't me, apparently. It's not me. You know what I'm saying? It could be 20-0, which it was. It could be 23-17, which it was, and then in the playoffs it could be 37-7, which it was. And Madden somehow gets all the credit and adulation for victories that I attained.
Damn, Jeremy, you ain't never right. You always wrong.
You know what I'm saying? See, the thing is, Redo gets delusional sometimes when he plays the game. You know what I'm saying? And he'll sit there, play the game, and he'll replay something, and like, oh yeah. He'll think he made a spectacular play, and he'll think he made a spectacular play, and then what happens? like last year, Levante literally runs into this nigga receiver, and he breaks for a 70-yard touchdown. So
That
and
was
then
fluke.
after
I'll
that,
give you that. That was fluke,
yeah,
but
yeah,
my desire is great.
So
when something bad happens,
so
you
now
fall.
then he blames it on his desire. His desire to grade it. I don't want to hear. Like I said, that's why I don't entertain this man's 5-head, the Riddler, Edward Enigma. Mindset, you know what I'm saying? So,
Chris,
you know what I'm saying?
before we move on, Chris, I just have one more thing to say.
Okay.
Hey, Jeremy Rome,
What's up with it?
I can never wear your jersey. You know why? You know why I can never wear your jersey? And you damn sure can never wear mine. But you know why I can never wear your jersey?
Why is
Because
that?
every
Why is
time
that?
you fold, you stay folded, and you come out. You came out all wrinkly, but there's no wrinkles in your game, Jeremy Rome. There's no wrinkles in your game. You know I own you. You know. Hey, come on, man. Let's go now.
Oh, damn.
He said there's always wrinkles, huh?
Damn,
Well,
bro.
you know.
Wrinkles in the wrong places. You know this.
Hey,
He just
All
dog.
right.
He just Jeremy, bro. He just told you should hang yourself, dog. How you
Nah,
gonna?
we
you should-
don't
the only
kill
way you can-
ourselves around
Hey,
here.
hey,
We
you
don't
my
kill
dog
ourselves
though.
around
You
here.
know you 100% my dog, so I gotta keep it real with you.
Yeah, we always gonna keep it 100. We always gonna keep it
Keep it
100.
real with you.
We always gonna keep it 100.
Well, ain't nobody
We
eating
always gonna
W's
keep it
in
100.
ain't nobody eating W's in Tampa. They only eating L's. So
Now as long as I'm in Carolina.
Yeah, we here though. So when I said when the tables turn, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? We'll be there to spot you on 135 pounds on the bench. Don't worry.
It's been
You ain't
3
gotta struggle
years.
too
When the
much
table's gonna
longer.
turn?
Hey,
It's been
you
3,000
see?
years.
Don't worry. Don't worry, because a year and a half and you ran away when you was the Raiders. Just remember that though. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, I tell you what, my game come with noise cancellation. Everybody that was talking when I was in Oakland, they done shut up now, haven't they?
Oh, not me.
Yeah,
Not
I
me.
done quieted a whole lot of people these last couple of years, haven't I?
Yeah, you not this one though. You already know what it is. We
No, I
never
caught you on
back
the field though. That's easy
Nah,
work. Hey,
it's
Chris,
all-
let's go on, Chris. It's easy work,
It's all
Chris.
good.
Let's go on now.
Ooh.
all right. Last we got Nako. This guy. I would say he could possibly go 0-16, but he got Dez on the schedule. He got the Falcons twice,
Gonna lose
which
it,
could
Dez.
be. I don't know. I think he beat Dez.
I think Dez
I
really
don't
played
know.
though. I don't think Dez really played though.
He might not have. He probably didn't. I don't know.
But yeah, I'm looking at his schedule. I don't see him winning the 2 games outside of the Falcons, which could be very well CPU or force wins. No, actually, he plays week 4, so we'll see what happens. So unless anybody wants to say anything, he did make some changes on his team. He did get rid of. Well, he didn't get rid of. I think Drew Brees retired, but he was making a questionable decision of getting a right end on one of the most stacked defensive lines in the league. I don't know what he was thinking, but he smartened up and he took the quarterback that he complained about originally, but turned out to be a superstar X Factor. So once he does his 500 snaps, he has a perennial cornerstone quarterback. So that's so we'll see how he's gonna do. So Reggie just posted, y'all really gonna hold losing to a multi-time champ against me like that? Nah, we ain't hold that against you.
I think you're gonna be right back in the same position. It's just a matter of just getting past it. But yeah, I don't see no. Ain't no shame in losing to David. It's no shame in losing to him. I don't hold it against you.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I myself lost to David, but that was also that was a dumbass game.
He was in some crazy games last season. David was. A lot of the crazy stuff happened in his games.
But with that said, this probably is a really good time to address this. So lately, there's been a issue with punting the ball and the ball being spotted not correctly at the wrong yard line. You just gonna have to play. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be hard to recreate the position because the player is gonna have to somehow go back, but then he has yards that he has to lose. You know, if a game comes down in a critical position, you know, nobody's gonna want to sacrifice that time. So there are certain things that you can kind of correct, like if you challenge a play, and it's happened in the past where Madden will award you the victor of the challenge, but then somehow the down is wrong and the other person has the ball. So obviously you can fix that by punting, but with this, you just gonna have to play through it. It sucks, but you guys gonna have to play through it so that you know the game is able to finish.
Fair enough.
So moving along, we got Mike's division, the AFC East. Or should I say Kobe's division? I don't know. Being in here too. I mean, being in here too. Being, what should I say? Is it Mike?
Oh.
Is it Bede or is it Kobe's division? Oh man, he's silent.
Everybody silent, man.
Everybody quiet, bro. They got y'all mics on mute. The bitches unplugged from the PlayStation.
Until Kobe officially loses that division, man, it's his.
Yeah, the only
last year I gave it to Jix. By the way, he was playing in the off season.
That's what I thought.
Man,
I thought the same thing.
Then when the season hit, oh Lord.
Well, like you said, like like Marcus said, man. Hey, some different than comp. And with all the patches that nerfed the running game and certain abilities not being as effective, you know, he's definitely lacking. But we'll get to that, you know, once his time comes. But Mike, you still here? Or you were mute? You walked away. He walked away. He starts off with Ty week 1. He has Jix week 2, Manny week 3, Bean week 4. He got a bye week 5. Then he has Kobe. He has Brandon, Bean, Mike L, Kobe again, Mark. He has Evan, Bilbo, Jesus, Dez. He has Mays, and then he has the Jets. So, seeing as how I played him in preseason and how preseason went, his defense is good. You know, there's never been really an issue. But Mike gotta find some
nice defense.
Mike gotta find some goddamn offense, bro. Like his offense can lead him to throwing turnovers, and then if he's just turning the ball over left and right, he's never gonna win. So he's gonna have to figure out. And I played with Josh Allen, because I have the Bills in a different league, and it can be frustrating with him at times. But I look at it from a statistical standpoint. Well, out of 10 passes, not all 10 are gonna be erratic. So you just gotta fuck it. You just gotta load the chamber and just let that bitch go.
Yeah, just ride the roller coaster.
Gotta ride the roller coaster, and you gotta make sure you have a good playbook that really utilizes the talent of the deep threat. Now I know I did make some changes at the wide receiver position, so that that could be an issue. But he's definitely he can create turnovers, he can get pressure. But if he plays an opponent, for instance, like Ty week 1, who has a really deep threat offense, he's taking shot plays all the time, and he's like really crossing. If he can't get that pressure, he's not gonna get out, winning more than being a 500 team.
Right.
Yeah, man. I think mixtape, like in terms of just his, hold on.
Something bad back there. Something bad.
Yeah, something bad.
All I heard was, "Oh no!"
I'll give you an example. I'm gonna bring up the stats for the game that we played, and it was crazy, bro. Like he attempted like let me see if I can find the schedule. He attempted like 12 passes. Let's see, where is that? There it is. So he played with Josh Allen the whole time, and he went 6 for 22, 74 yards, 1 touchdown, and 6 picks. And I don't think my secondary, like I actually had my backups playing too. So he definitely gonna have to find some offense for him to especially because if he plays a good user on defense, who could control defense, he's definitely gonna have to make something shake. So, with that said, oh yeah, I actually did not disclose the poll. So from the poll, we got Kobe with 66.7% of the votes. Mixtape actually has 26.7%, and then Bean is third with I guess the remainder being like 15% or something like that. Notably, Jix does not have a single vote.
Just fell off, man. So,
Yeah, man. Yeah, nobody preaching no more, man. Nobody blessed. So, Bean, you here? Bean is not here. So with Bean's schedule, he starts off with Mike L on the Broncos. He has Evan, the Patriots, and Kobe. Mike, Bilbo got a bye week. Then he has Jesus, Mike again, Jix, Ty, Jix, Edgar, Dez, B, Manny, Mark, and then he ends the season with with Kobe. I know he's been trying to make some moves so that he can, because he definitely does not want to be like Jeremy, or he wants to, if he can get the playoffs, I know he's going to try to fight for it. But I think you still got Rosen, huh? Let me see. Actually, I'm just going to look up his roster.
I think he traded for Rosen, didn't he? Or no?
No,
No, it already came with Rosen.
Yeah, he came with Rosen. He didn't do too hot with Rosen last year. I'm trying to see if he upgraded quarterback. No, he didn't. But Rosen has better stats though. He definitely got better stats. So he should be able to compete a little better this year. His schedule is kind of like middle-way. He has some heavy hitters, but then he has some light games. So I don't see why he couldn't. I mean, but then he's also in the AFC. So I don't know if he's going to win enough games to be a wild card. So I think his only shot is going to be throwing Kobe.
Listen, the only way to make the AFC playoffs if you're in our division is if you win the division.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, what you think? You think you're gonna win the division?
Hell no, I'm coming in fourth.
Wait, you think you're gonna come in a lesser position than Jix?
Actually, I'm coming third because Jake's playing Call of Duty right now.
Yeah, I saw him posting.
So yeah, I'm third. I'm ready for season 5.
Season 5.
Yeah.
What about you, Maze? What you expect?
I think honestly the talent really never changed. If Mixtape gets the offense, man, he gonna win. But and also if being controlled his turnovers, man, the division honestly will be a toss up. Because we already seen Bean can beat the hell out of Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
If he don't turn the ball over. Because when he played up in New England, it got kind of ugly.
Yeah, this is Achilles heel.
See, the thing is, man, also, Kobe has the best quarterback of us 3, too. Of us 4. So that's like a big determining factor. I mean, there's no thing against Kobe, but that shit shows.
Oh, yeah, of course. Simple passes, y'all, or hard as hell.
Oh, my God. Tell me about it.
That's what I was saying. Like, if you guys are able to get Kobe to turn the ball over, oh, yeah, it's a wrap.
So,
this would be a toss-up. If you guys are able to get Kobe to turn the ball over, yeah.
Well,
definitely a toss-up.
Well, I got my I got my theory on what Kobe is going to do. But I get to that when I get to Kobe. We got Jix next up with the Jets. As we mentioned earlier, he did not get a single vote, so no one really expects him to do well. He doesn't have a good quarterback, and he definitely he can go past Happy. Le'Veon's definitely getting up there in age, so his stats are going to start deteriorating. He still got the abilities and shit like that, but I don't really see him doing much. And and since he's not winning as much, he's not talking as much. And since he's not talking as much, he's not as engaged, and it seems like he's losing interest. Call of Duty seems to be his mistress now. So we can briefly go through this. I don't really see him winning more than
Ask Bean how he gonna get pressure
4 or
without
5
his
games.
best lineman.
I see he starts off with Dez. He got you, Mike. He got Ty, Mark. He got Flash, David, Manny, Michael, Bean again, Jesus. Then he has Kobe, Evan, Bilbo, Kobe, and Mike. Yeah, that's a hard schedule for somebody like Jix. I don't see him. He's definitely picking in the top 10.
Jets had so much potential too, man. I wanted that team.
Tell me about it.
So sick.
Wait, when do you think the playoffs will start? Probably like the middle of January.
And this year,
It's just like right before Christmas.
it depends. It depends on how long we take off for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I don't think Jix will make it through the end of the season.
Just him as a player.
Yeah.
Well,
Christmas shopping.
I told y'all, man. The
I
L's hit
don't
different.
know. Between the Christmas shopping and then he has Call of Duty right there. And then plus the church is closed, Church ain't hitting the same like he did in preseason.
nah.
How he was winning through the season, how he was all engaged, and season 2 rolled around, and my man was taking hella L's, and he disappeared. COD, where the COD chance at?
Yeah, he unfortunately Mark asked the question, but Bean he hasn't been responding. I think he left the chat. Mark asks how he's going to get pressure on him while his best defensive lineman. I guess.
Wait, what did he ask?
Well, okay, so there was a situation that you know what happened, right? With Mark taking the guy off his practice squad, or maybe he's a free agent. So
he was in his practice squad. Yeah.
So basically, what happened was Beam played the game, and if you have, and this is a word to the wise, so all listeners,
over 53, right?
If you have over 53, the CPU is going to automatically make a roster management cut. They're either going to cut him if it's the regular season, or they're going to put him on practice squad. So he got placed on the practice squad, and then he got poached. So this is a good time for me to tell you. So when I was turning practice squad stealing off, the reason it was off was because literally after the draft, we did week 1, week 2, week 3 advances, and then we was at week 4 until 10 p.m. People would not be available at that first 10 p.m. advance to make their their roster designations and stuff like that. So I restricted the cuts so that they can make it during week 1. And week 2 practice squad will be open because at that point they had a full game in-game week. Well, since we've been playing preseason and we've been in preseason for 2 days, the 48 hours, that's the equivalent of week 1. So so there's no reason for us to put practice squad stealing off because you have full control. You've had since Sunday to make the roster moves and changes and stuff like that. So you just gotta be more aware of what happens. We've been playing the game for a few years now, and you just gotta know the insides and outs. So if we ever play preseason moving forward, and we'll only do that if we're making changes to the settings or anything like that, unless people want to play preseason just to get the snaps in and stuff like that. And XP, since overalls are low, practice squad stealing will always be off. It will only be on if we advance after the draft to week 4 the same day and then to week 1. Gotcha. I think that should be clear for everybody. So last but not least, we got Kobe and the Patriots. So like we mentioned earlier, he is one of the more unexpected victors in this league. I myself said he was the weakest link in the AFC. I would say that the reason why I call him the weak link is what he showed against me against Flash. He sometimes makes boneheaded decisions. Like he gave up 14 points in like 2 minutes or something like that and went to overtime. It was 2 seconds. That's what it was.
It was probably like 10 game seconds, but it was like 2 back-to-back plays.
Touchdown, there was touchdown. Yeah, and there was no reason for it. So The usual suspects, outside I guess David, weren't in the AFC. So with certain players getting upsetted early on, it kind of completely changed the dynamics of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Even Will himself got upset. So I will acknowledge that you can't sleep on anybody, and you definitely gotta scout out their team to see what X factors and superstar abilities you have, and you actually got planning around it. So it definitely is taking a more planning approach to securing victories. You can't just be like, oh, I'm playing such and such. That's an easy dub. When no game is an easy dub unless that team just sucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Kobe has he got Reggie to start out with. Then he has Jesus, Bean, Bilbo. He has Mike L. He got Mike mixtape, Evan. Bye week. He has me week 9. Mike again. He has Manny. He has Dez, Jake Smart. He has Ty. Then he has Jix again, and then he has Bean. He definitely went in this division. He definitely has the easiest schedule out of the 4 that I've seen. But my theory is this. I think he's going to have early success, but as the season progresses, and we go to season 3, 4, and 5, he hasn't shown to me that he can build a team. So I think when some of his better players are getting older, they start to regress, and they're not performing like they were doing in season 1, season 2. It's going to hurt them. And then if Bean and Mike can also bring up their level of talent on their teams, it's going to make the division even kill. Because Brady definitely retiring this year. So if Kobe don't get a quarterback, he going to be right there in the slums with the other 3 niggas shooting dice.
Yeah.
But he got to take advantage of it. He got to get as many victories and try to cement himself as a Super Bowl winner in a multiple playoff contending team. So,
well, actually, I got a question for you, since you're you're the only Super Bowl winner in here, right?
Yeah.
After you won your first Super Bowl, how did you do the season afterwards?
We didn't play the season afterwards. That was our last. And then when I won the second one, that's when we had the freaking.
That's when you messed up the draft?
No, actually, that was the third one.
Oh.
And I did mess up the draft. Madden messed up the draft. I did okay. I made the playoffs. I think.
But what about your mindset? Was you still hungry to win, or was it like?
Well, I'm all so. All right, so here's the thing. At least for me, I'm just gonna speak on me. Niggas do not give me respect in Madden. They be like, oh, Chris is good, saying Chris is gonna do whatever, but they don't give me the same respect as they'll give Reggie, Mays, or David. They actually put me beneath them. And I think Mays went on a crazy run, and Reggie's going on a crazy run, stuff like that. But it's like I'm put like a whole tier beneath them. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, if you look at the whole scape of it, like I went 14-2 this season, 13-3 or something like that. Every game is always going to be a battle. I'm always my defense has gotten so much better, and I'm always a perennial passer. But I'm always getting treated with not on their level. So for me, I always have to prove myself every week, if that makes sense. So yeah. So in my opinion, it's a little different. I guess earlier on though, I was cool when I won the first one, and then Manny was like, "What happened to Chris?" And that's what happened. That's how I won the second one. Because I got when I get challenged, then that's when I gotta do that. Because I feel like if I'm not winning, then I get I have no merit.
Gotcha.
So I think this would be a good segue to talk about what's up.
What did I miss? In terms of our division, I just got here. Sorry.
We didn't talk about our division yet.
But
we're gonna C's actually posted the over unders. So I'll just go through the list. The first one he has is the Browns. 13.5 over under. It's actually pretty close. Maybe like one or two more people voted the over as opposed to the under.
So the blue is
I'm sorry.
over?
The blue is the over. So more people voted him under than over. So
damn, they disrespect me. I'm gonna win like 3 games. I'm already at 7.5. Damn.
I guess I should have held my comment, huh? Because I see a lot of niggas voted for me for the over.
Oh, see, they respect you, gangster.
But Mays more under than over, way more under than over. Ty is about even at 12.5, slightly under than over. 11.5 for me. Dave 11.5 over substantially. Flash, you have more under than over at 10.5. Kobe has more over than under at 10.5.
Yo, people.
Yeah, you don't think you want yeah. So what you think you gonna do?
No,
10 wins or 11?
I think I'm getting at least 12 wins.
At least 12?
Woo! Hold that.
I got okay. Hold on, what today is? Today 2 days before Halloween. Somebody put the Gore status out.
Hold up.
I'm just joking, man.
My schedule is probably hard, but bro, anything less than that, and I don't win the division. So it is what it is.
I respect.
Well, I respect it too.
Like you already know what it is. You and me, Maze, in the same division, and now like you have a 1 seed schedule. I have a 2 seed schedule. Let's get it.
Wholeheartedly agree. Raiders.
Supposed to have a 3 seed schedule, but that shit don't look like it.
Raiders at 9.5. Mark is more under than over. I actually think he's gonna be more over than under.
I think he's gonna be over too.
Because he clearly was tanking last year. Like he was clearly tanking. Like there was games he could have easily won. And to be honest, he tanked for no reason.
I was going to ask, how did he do in the draft?
I don't even think. Let's look at his team.
Yeah, I looked at his players, and it was nothing spectacular. He got a decent corner, but shoot, if everyone's running the ball, your corners ain't going to do nothing.
Didn't he league in?
Because he had 2 first-round picks. He had yeah, he did. He did. Let's see. He got this dude Cornell Hammond. I think this was his first round pick, which is hilarious, cause that was the third overall pick. It's hilarious cause he tanked to get him. I went to the playoffs to get my guy, and my guy is like substantially better than him. He's even faster than him.
All right, Chris. All right.
No, it's funny. It's funny because
I'm fucking with you.
I know you fucking with me. Dez took that fucking right end. Who looked like fucking Bosa. But yeah.
Dez needed a fast.
Yeah. He took him. This guy, Demarius Booth. He's a 78 overall, bro. With hidden ability, he got 85 finesse move.
Already.
How much?
85, bro.
That's cheating.
Yeah, he took him to pick after. He took him to pick after Mark.
Don't you look at my team?
I like my linebacker. He's hidden development also.
So it's hilarious. But they got Manny is at 8.5, substantially under. Dolphins 7.5, substantially under. Bills 7.5, substantially under. Broncos 6.5. Like it's kind of funny because everybody is under. Somebody got to win.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like when I did them, and I didn't put too much thought into it. Like I mean, I did, but the thought process was different. Cause last year I was going off of just pure like use your ability for the most part. And I factored in like the personnel to a degree. This time I factored in more personnel and then kind of who they were playing, that sort of thing. Like, if I felt like your quarterback was iffy, then I put you a little under because I know you're going to have to probably have that process where you like, build them up. But, yeah, overall, it's like, and one thing I didn't do for like the lower tier teams, I didn't put anybody under like I think like a 3.5 is the lowest. So I want to have like a clear range, like between 3.5 and like 13.5, and kind of fit everybody in between that. But yeah, I mean, it's like it's gonna be interesting because people gotta win, people gotta lose, and it's just like I think a lot of these games, especially in like the AFC, you're going to in the NFC, maybe not to the degree of the AFC, but it'll be its own fight also, I think, when it plays out.
I said one noticeable thing is Dez at 4.5 got like almost entirely red and a little bit of blue. Nako actually at 3.5 is higher than Dez in blue than red.
That's like
so nobody don't think Dez is gonna be a factor.
Chris, tell me who Chargers QB is.
And then you wonder is like, is that reputation or is it actual? Is there a recency bias towards, or is it just like the same old? And I think before, I don't know how Dez is doing before the cruise. I don't even remember. But if he's playing off his division alone, I think he can kind of get close to that number, depending on how things go.
But yeah. Charts are there. Y'all can look in the chat and y'all can look at the rest because we gotta kind of move along. We might have to cut it short and just finish at a later time because I gotta play Seeds in 15 minutes. Let me see if we can do one more division real quick. Or y'all want to? Actually, no. Let's just cut it right now.
Yeah, how many we got left?
I think we did half so far. We still got do the NFC, and then we got the AFC South. I know that. We got the AFC West.
The NFC East too.
And we got to do the NFC East and the NFC West.
Okay, yeah, we cut it half now.
Yeah, so we perfectly at 50-50. So so with that said, before we even get into that, who do we see as the most improved player for the season?
I'm gonna say. Let me look at the bottom of the list. Let's see.
Well, actually, I'm gonna go Kobe.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to.
You said most improved from season 1 to season 2, or?
Yeah.
Oh. Who's gonna? I'd say the most improved player this season will probably be.
Oh, you talking about season 2? I thought you were talking about from last season.
No.
Oh shit! Damn. I'm gonna say Twan. I think Twan finally gets something together.
I think you're going to see a new division winner out west, NFC West. I'm gonna put my money. I'm doing this cautiously, but I'm gonna do it. I think you're gonna see Evan win the division. So I'm gonna go with
He
him.
must have paid you.
He started off really well last year. He just fell off. 49ers. Oh.
Knicks.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Knicks.
that was me. I think we do play too. Oh.
Actually, let me see that.
Cool.
That was easy.
Twan quarterback.
I think I don't know.
Yo, advance at 10?
Yeah, advances in 11 minutes, 12 minutes.
Alright, good. I gotta get ready for my game then.
Evan, you getting this work at 9 o'clock? 8 o'clock your time?
Is that... Is that
Nah,
German?
I know you in the mountains, baby. You in the snow, then you shut in. It's cold outside. You got your hot chocolate going. You ain't got the snow bunnies over there and your snow boots, but you know.
Yeah, you got a snow bunny marshmallows roasted.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mace, he be doing the whole thing. He got a log cabin and everything. Over there. Are you at least playing Boys and Men Christmas album? See, that's terrible. He over there playing Barry Manilow.
So y'all want to? All right. So I'm looking at the stats, right? Twan leads the league in preseason attempts. Was quarterback at 117. The next one is 91.
Trying to get that boy right.
Definitely getting them reps.
He only got
how many drags?
let me see, drags 15, post 30.
I bet.
Yo, you just gotta stop. You just gotta wait for that post, man. Take the post away.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
I saw him play. I think it was Mike, and it was like touchdown, and fish market. And I was looking at it, and I was like, yo, how are you like just? I mean, like he knows how to throw it, because it's not an easy pass to always throw on every coverage. But it's like, yo, like after the second time, maybe we're ready for it.
Maybe, just maybe.
And Mikey, you gonna have to get them interceptions down, bro. You lead the lead with 12.
Listen, man.
Granted, like 7 of them came in that game.
Ooh.
Some of them, I don't even know, man. Some of them, I'll take full responsibility. The others, yo, man, I can't even talk. That's how bad it is sometimes.
Josh Allen being like, Josh Allen.
Yo, did you see the post? Like, just to, not to, because I don't want this to think everybody, I'm going to use this as an excuse, but did you see the post that I put earlier?
Yeah.
Like, where he threw the ball? So, he just ran a simple 5-yard hitch, a little stop route. He threw the ball, 4 or 5 yards to his inside near the hash. Why?
That was Mitch for me last year.
I'm like,
not that bad,
like, and then so you take that at 5 yards. Imagine what he's going to do at 15. Then imagine what he does at anything over 20.
Ironically,
it's crazy.
Ironically,
but then there's certain times when his passes are perfect, and I'm like, how?
Yeah,
triple coverage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, ironically, he a better deep passer than he a short passer.
Yeah, you gotta go back to them Sam Bradford type throws that you used to make. Just chuck that joint deep.
That shit crazy. But other than that, I ain't worried about it. I was forcing a whole bunch of throws. I need as much XP as I could get.
Yo, if anyone's trading defense, send them my way. I need defense.
What you need, man?
I'm looking for like a defensive lineman and a middle linebacker.
Oh, I got a linebacker for you.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I can't because I just signed him. Never mind. Damn. But I had you.
I'm gonna say maybe we could talk. I saw your trade.
Oh, Mark said he wanted to see Rivers.
Yeah, I showed it to him.
Oh, sure.
So, Bilbo safety. Eduardo Reed leads the league in interceptions with 8.
That's the rookie.
Yeah, he got 8. The next closest person is 3.
I wanted him, man.
When did he draft?
That was the first round pick?
I'm about to find out.
Pull me.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I got a fullback, so I'm happy. I drafted a fullback and a kicker.
You always draft a fullback.
Hey, sometimes you need that. You never know when you need
trench yards.
That, especially with my O line, I don't mind.
Oh yeah, y'all be beating boys up.
All right, this year Campbell finally will let his name be known.
Who did Mark take? Actually,
I'll be back. Oh, wrong.
Ooh, sexy. Wow, I just pitched the ball forward to myself. That was crazy.
This nigga Kermit still in this one-man party by himself.
Be nice, man.
Who's laughing like that?
That's Jeremy.
Jeremy. How is Kerm doing, man? I feel like it's so weird.
Not good.
speaking to him,
Not
man.
good. He's not doing good.
No.
Hey, speaking of, I'm coming down with y'all to Atlanta. I'm gonna come.
Oh no, you're not. Stop
Yes, I am.
playing. It's about to be me, you, Evan, and Mark.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh no,
And then
linebacker.
Kurt, but look at this. Kurt said he's not coming to hang out.
What?
All right, man. Hold on. All right, so yeah. So with that said, we gonna dip. We gonna do the second half maybe tomorrow or Thursday. No, Halloween's Thursday. Maybe next week or something. But we'll let y'all know. Y'all got any last words before I end this? Oh yeah.
Go to Kobe. The fact, like I said multiple times, he manipulated the draft. He got everybody together to do the draft. Everybody laughed when he took the Patriots. And then his playoff run came together and didn't win a chip. It's
The
crazy.
best playoff run in history.
Like, that shit was beautiful, man.
Yeah. That was great. I give him props for that.
Yeah.
And then after that, and then I saw him play like some of the other games. Cause I played him again in Fish Market, and he's a lot better than what I thought he was. Like he's good at disguising what he's gonna do, and who he's playing, like who he's using. So that was dope. I give him props. Let's see if he repeats, or at least if he keeps like being on top.
The expectation there now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see how he
Bounces back, or how
how he handles the pressure, man. Yeah, bro, pressure gonna happen, so he either gonna burst or he gonna shine like a diamond.
Oh, just because I never had the shot. So this is like the draft story, because there was collusion at the top and there was collusion in the middle.
We know.
There was no collusion at the end.
So I had told Redo, like I woke up the day of the draft, and like going into the draft, I was gonna pick whoever, like just let it play out. I didn't think much about it, and then like I look and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? So like I asked C's, I'm like, yo, like what's happening? He's like, yo, look at the top, shit is crazy. And then like we saw what was happening, and me and C's were like, oh shit, like let's try to figure some shit out. So then we went and we recruited some people. We got I think first it was Will. We had gotten, who got the fucking Cowboys? Kenny.
Man, he owed me, boy.
No, but how Kenny said, he already got who he wanted, so he was just being there. And then we got Ty and Edgar. And Ty was very important, because I fuck with Ty, so Ty's my boy. I hit him up, and I was like, yo, let's make this shit work. And I was like, yo, who you want? And he wanted the Chiefs. And then as things were playing now, I was like, yo, like I could post it anything. I was like, yo, make sure Ty gets the Chiefs. Like it's his turn now. And then once he got his team, because all we wanted to do was just put more teams into play, so that it was easier to finally end up on a team that you wanted. But it was fun. But I will say that it was like, you know, whether you guys believe it or not, like it was not planned. At least like on our end. I'm sure C's had no idea like this shit was gonna happen. Like it was great though.
Yeah, that was a fun day. That was a real fun day. Crazy season too. Like that's one for the books.
I mean, that's what we played for.
I definitely say I give a lot of awards to Kobe. I'm trying to think of a game that I remember from last season where it was just like, damn, that was a good game.
Man, there's a few, and it was the one where Kobe had to walk off against you.
Oh man, fuck that shit.
Me and Mikey round one when we went into overtime, and I won that when he avenged the loss in the playoffs. Kobe and Kenny, when Kobe came back, I went to sleep, and I woke up and Kobe won by a point. The infamous Kenny 0 passing yards game.
Me versus Mays.
On several occasions between here and FM.
This nigga really got 0 passing yards, bro.
Yeah, 0. Then you got Mikey and Manny. Like, it's a bunch of games.
I think me versus Chris part 2 was good.
That was what, week 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the score. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see too much of the actual game, but it was a lot of good ones littered in there. Will versus Phil, when Will kind of got his first like big win. I mean, I feel like almost every player played like a pretty good game at one point.
So all right, peace.
I advanced this shit.